The most common mistake that I see in a screenplay submission is, the first thing that pops into my head is, often it's natural in this industry that when there's a big hit, people tend to imitate. That to me is the stupidest thing one can do as a screenwriter. By the time your screenplay reaches my desk, that hit is ancient history. And the first thing I'm going to think of when I read the script is, oh, that's like the hit we made last year. So you're already putting yourself in a box that makes little sense in terms of attracting our attention. The secondary thing that is attached to that is many people write scripts because they feel this could be commercial, or this could be a movie that that I think people will want to see. That often doesn't work, and we have a built-in antenna, or I can smell it with my nose when I read something that seems calculated to be in a certain genre or to be a certain kind of movie. What I respond to is a passion and that ephemeral X factor that comes from a real personal investment, somebody who is really, really invested in their work and has something a little original, a little left of center to say. And so I'd say the Joss Whedon quote about go with your weirdness, my version of that is know what it is that you do best and go for what you are good at, and don't worry about what's being successful, what genre is working. So the biggest mistake I see is people who think they are second-guessing the industry. And I think that that's just foolhardy. You're not going to get anywhere there. The second mistake is not thinking about the fact that I have read 9,572 scripts, meaning a screenwriter who you open the screenplay and you see a big chunk of black and all it is text. They're not thinking about who's going to be reading their material. We love white space. We are huge fans of white space. And I don't mean to say this in terms of format and technicality. I'm using it as a metaphor, meaning many screenwriters don't really think about the audience that they're writing for. So the flip side, not to completely contradict myself, but the flip side of coming from a personal place is being so much in your personal bubble that you're not really thinking about who will read this and what are their needs. And one need for everyone who reads a script is to be able to enjoy the experience and to be brought into the read and be led by a confident, knowing, clear voice that doesn't make me do the work for them. It should be easy enough for me to understand what the writer's intention is and what they're going after. And if I have trouble comprehending that within a few pages, then I'm already against you. People often ask me, do you have to read these scripts to the end? And I'm like, duh, I have to synopsize the whole script. So I will read a script, hating it more and more, you know, but that's not the real point. You want me to have an emotional experience, and you want me to understand your intentions. And so I guess the second or third mistake that I see is screenwriters who are not really thinking about who they're writing for and who's reading their scripts. Because if you have respect for the industry that you're approaching, which means learning format, learning what the rules are, learning what the length of a script is, and also some sense of what genre you're in, those are the ways that, those are the aspects of a script that should not be neglected.